Well. It's been a little second. Yeah, get ready to see this logo a lot today. And also this logo a lot today. And 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 a bunch of other logos a lot today. That is a full-on scale. Oh, no, it's not. Well, no, it's not. Okay, look. You're going to be seeing a lot of these logos today. Without further ado, roll the intro.
Blue skies, blue skies I see. Blue skies, blue skies I see. Blue skies, Sega.
Hey Slayers, I'm the world's coolest Sega enthusiast, the one and only SEGASLAYER64, and welcome back to another episode of everyone's favorite show, the one and only, the greatest commentary, rip-off commentary type thing on YouTube, where I sit here and complain about whatever I want to complain about for the next 20 to 30 minutes, maybe 10, I don't know, it depends. These episodes always change up and how long they are. And today, and we usually complain over gameplay, well, live gameplay, sometimes voiceover gameplay, but today we're not going to actually be complaining over gameplay. We're actually going to just be taking this one straight to Chrome today because we've got some scams to look at. Scams. More so, I consider these scams, they're not traditional scams, I'll promise you that right now, and I want to say I have nothing against anybody who works for these companies or participates in these companies or, even, and buys from these companies. If you like buying from these companies and you know what these sites are, that's more power to you. I'm just here to show people that I wouldn't personally buy from most of these companies because what I'm going to show you today, because most of them are genuine scams that will end up screwing you over when you realize what you can do. And I'm also going to be showing you in this video alternative to what we're looking at on these websites, okay? Because I want people to know that you don't have to spend insane. A lot of people like to think getting into the retro gaming hobby as a whole is very expensive, and it can be. It can be. I'm not going to discredit it here. I mean, if you look at the prices of some things recently in the retro community, prices have skyrocketed. A copy of Mario 64, a standard N64 copy of Mario 64, sold for like $1 million or $3 million, something not too long ago, which was crazy. So don't think retro gaming prices aren't skyrocketing, but keep in mind that was a new inbox. It was new inbox with plastic wrap, but still, keep in mind these prices are starting to skyrocket on retro gaming. But retro gaming, just like if you were someone who worked on Wall Street, you would need to know that retro gaming prices fluctuate, okay? So yes, sometimes retro gaming prices might be very expensive, but other times they might be very cheap. It depends, and and I've made a video before, which I am going to probably make another one explaining this in more detail, but I've made a video before, and if I can find it, I'll link it in the description, and it was a video talking about how to shop for retro games the right way. I think a lot of people are too picky in the retro gaming scene, and they don't fully, I think in the retro gaming scene personally, I'm a type of person where I don't really care about, I'm not here to put mine on I do want a collection of mine, but I'm not here to have this beautiful, perfect collection of all in-box Sega Genesis games or every Master System game perfectly in-box. So I've never been the type of person to care about, maybe a ripped label or something like that, because as long as I know I have that particular game in my collection, I've always been fine. But different people do have different standards about that, and it's all in your personal preference and how you feel about it. But me personally, that's just never been a thing that I've cared about. So you can find a lot of retro games for extremely cheap, unless you're the Sega Saturn, but or some other like weird console. But when I'm talking about retro consoles, I tend to talk more about Sega, Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft. I don't really go beyond that in retro. I mean, sure, you know, you can talk about the Panasonic 3DO, TurboGrafx 16, PC Engine, same thing. You know, old computers and all that, and they're all the same. They're all the same. And when I talk old PC games, you know what I'm saying? Although old PC games, lots of those tend to go for a lot cheaper. Commodore 64, Atari 2600, whatever you want to talk about. But like, when I refer to retro, I figure most people, unless you're like me and you're an avid collector and you just love retro gaming as a whole, you know, most people, when they think, you know, I'm talking about the average person here, okay? Because if you're a retro enthusiast, like I consider myself to be, I'm the world's coolest Sega enthusiast after all. So if you're like a retro gaming like connoisseur like I am, you know most of these tricks and you know how to get around different things. But I'm talking, this video is meant more for either the person's just dipping their toes into retro, you know, and you know, a lot of people, I remember when I was first getting into retro gaming, right? I would have been younger back in the day, you know what I'm saying? I would have been younger. But when I was first getting into retro gaming, it can be intimidating. Like I said, you see those high prices and you think, oh man, I'll never be able to amass a collection or play these different games on their original hardware, blah, 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 and all this. Because look at those prices. And you see that and it intimidates you and you might run away from it. I was kind of nervous to get in. I didn't run away from it, but I was a little bit nervous to step in. And then when I stepped in, I'm like, okay, I'm starting to get it now. I'm starting to figure out how to do this, how to do that, and you know, how to search for prices here. So yes, retro gaming can be intimidating. And also, I also want to consider this now. Different people have different ideas for what is retro, and by this I more so mean the 7th generation. Some people do consider the Xbox 360, PS3, Wii, PSP, and DS retro, and other people don't. I personally do consider it retro because I mean, we're 2 generations away now. You know what I'm saying? We're a whole 2 generations away. You can't get the consoles anymore. They don't make games for most of them anymore, although some of them they still do make games for. Like, I think Just Dance still comes out on every single retro console besides the DS and PSP. And I'm sure a few shovelware DS games might still come out. I don't know. Probably not. PSP, I know that's dead. PSP, I know is done. PS3, like I said, Xbox 360 and Wii, I know for sure they still get Just Dance, especially the Wii. I still find copies of Just Dance, you know, new Just Dances, like Just Dance 2000. It's 2021, so the newest Just Dance will be Just Dance 2022, right? And I guarantee you, it's coming out for the Wii if it's not already out for the Wii. And also, you know, reprints are still a thing, you know. Companies still do sell brand new Xbox 360 games, brand new PS3 games, and brand new Wii games. And when I say brand new, I mean like of old games. So like, Sega still prints Sonic Unleashed because I can still go get a new copy from my local Walmart. Or, you know, another company might still, I think Mortal Kombat 9 is still printed to this day. I've only ever seen the new PS3 version nowadays. I don't see a new Xbox 360 version, but I think the PS3 version of that game is still printed. I know old Call of Duties are still printed. They still print Modern Warfare on Wii. I know for a fact they still do that. So, you know, it depends. You know, some people might say retro is when there's no new games for the system. That's when they can be considered retro. Other people might say, like I said, different opinions. So for now, I'll just lean more towards I consider them retro. I'm not going to say they fully are retro yet. I'm not even going to make that argument. But I'm starting to lean more and more towards they are retro camp, you know, instead of they're not being retro. Now, I've talked for 7 minutes already, and I know this video in this whole OBS section is kind of dragging on. But I just wanted to let you know, in all, this video is not for the avid retro collector, because you've been here, you know your tricks and you know your tips. This is for more people just starting to get into retro and me explaining to them what to stay away from. So getting right into this really quickly, we're gonna start with, let's just say, because I just straight up googled buy retro games, and this site right here is probably my favorite of my favorite scams, pretty much. Okay, and I don't want to be mean and say they are a scam site, because you know, you don't know. Also, some people, I don't consider I don't know, the Wii U, right? I want to talk about this. The Wii U is this weird system in that I don't consider it part of the 7th generation, but I also find it hard to consider it part of the 8th generation. I don't know. I mean, it's technically part of the 8th generation, but then wouldn't that make the Switch part of the 9th generation and the first next generation console to come out? But then people don't consider it, you know, part of the next generation, and they still consider the Switch part of the 8th generation because that's when it came out. I don't know, man. I don't know. The Dreamcast still came out. If you want to be honest, when do you define a new generation? Is a new generation defined by when one of the big boys releases a new console? Is a new generation defined by when one company enters the new generation? It's hard to define. Does all 3 companies have to have a new system out for it to be considered, you know, the new generation? The Dreamcast came out before the Dreamcast came out 2 years before the PlayStation 2, original Xbox, and GameCube and they started the 6th generation, and they're considered part of the 6th generation. So I would consider the Switch more part of the 9th generation, but the thing is, the Wii U is this weird console where it's part of the 8th generation, but it still feels like a 7th generation console all the way. So, you know, you make your argument, but I just want to show you genuinely the prices on these, and they're insane. And I also have more sites like Gamestop we're gonna get into. We're gonna get into we're gonna get into these guys. We're gonna get into these guys too, because these two right here, man, they're something else, and I'll explain more about them. But I mean, if I had to tell you who's the worst offenders, definitely this one and this one. These two, I don't know who's worse. I can't tell you if they're worse or if they're worse, but both of these two suck, okay? So, let's just look at some of these prices really quickly, right? And they teach you, because it's you never be able to buy, you know, when you do buy a different type of system, they just tend to inflate the prices by like a lot. And also they kind of teach you as well, because they want you to buy, you know, these type of bundles right here, where okay, you get 2 SNES controllers and a freaking game for Mario World for $234, or they want you to buy this N64 2-pack for $209, and this one is actually $249 because we're not talking about sales here. You know, some of these consoles are on sale. This is actually $189. This is $184. Dude, look at this, $39.99, and some of these are fair prices for certain games, but then others are not, and that's why I have eBay open up here, because I'm going to go ahead and show you. I want to show you why these are scams. So let's get right in. We're going to be looking at all of them here, so this might be a longer video, but I just want to show you, for example, and just show you a comparison of some of these prices. So these guys love to, they're all about the Nintendo stuff. You know, Nintendo is considered for them the king of retro. And hold on, I do want to say this. These guys do have a YouTube channel, and I have seen their YouTube channel, and they're a smaller operation. I think they are, because I've seen their YouTube channel, and it does look like a smaller retro, you know, warehouse. And no shame to these guys, they're pretty cool. Okay, I've seen their YouTube channel, and I would potentially buy games from this website. I mean, look, not all of them are too expensive. $9.99 for Tetris, $7.99 for Wii Play. You know, I'd pay $45 for Super Mario 64. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And we're not gonna look at just Nintendo games here. I'm just using these as the forefront because this is what's on the front of the page. And you know, and we're also gonna be looking at obviously Sega. Sega's gonna be a good one to get into, especially this section right here. It's gonna be good to get in PlayStation. We're gonna be getting into all of them, so this is gonna be a fun section to get into. I imagine most of these and these were gonna be pretty cheap, maybe even these. But then I expect games these and these to be expensive, especially these. Some of these will probably be cheap too. I think one of the things is, got a PS4. Like, see, these are all retro sites. They do sell newer stuff, but like I said, to be fair, they're a smaller operation, so the prices are justified if you want to, but it's just like, I think the way they do things can be kind of unfair, just in a little bit of way. And like I said, no shame to these guys. Go check out their YouTube channel, and if you want to, from any of these sites, no shame. If you do want to go buy from them, feel free, and especially this one, because I have personal experience with this one right here, and you'll figure out why later on in the video, but I'll explain it when we get there. This one here is, I'll also explain the connection I believe these two right here have, but we'll get into that later on. But let's just look, okay? So like I said, normally $3.19, and also I don't know if this is ever true or not, and I don't want to throw accusations out there, but it always seems like something is on sale here. And this is a trick that certain companies will use to trick you, because if you believe something is on sale or that you're getting a deal on it, you'll be more inclined to buy it, right? So let me just show you this example, right? They're marketing this NES with 3 games, well, 4 if you count Duck Hunt, and you get Mario and Duck Hunt, Super Mario Bros. 2 and Super Mario Bros. 3. You can call it the fan favorite, but you could basically just call it the freaking Mario pack if you want to. And you're getting that, oh my god, you're getting this pack right here with these 3 games for $239 is what they say the normal price is, but it's apparently on sale for $199. So I'm gonna go ahead and say this right now, it's probably always $199, but I'm not sure, because sometimes when I go to these sites the prices change regularly, but also I don't believe somehow something is always on sale. Like I guarantee you, if I check next week, this will either still be on sale right here, or it'll be on, some type of new sale or something similar, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, dude, look at these prices right here. And let's just go, like I said, a standalone N64 is going to run you from what, and I'm going off their non-sale prices. We're going off their non-sale prices. So this N64 pack with the controller, and it says discontinued, but player pack, and you get just the N64 controller, and I'm also gonna guess the system. It's gonna run you, we'll ignore that. It's gonna run you apparently $184 is what they're saying it's going to run you. Okay, so if we just run the eBay really quickly, and we're just gonna search up on eBay N64. Okay, keep in mind, like I said, I said N64. Keep in mind, keep in mind, I am just talking about this, but you're seeing 184 is what they're claiming the price is normally. So we're going off that. I don't care if these sales are not real or if they are real, whatever. I'm going off what they're saying is the normal price, okay? So if we're just looking here, we're going to see N64 is going for about $130, $135, but of course these come with controllers. So if we're just looking for we're just going to look, here's a special edition N64 for $159 to about $189. Here's one for $134 with the, you see to get the cords, controller. I think that's an expansion pack. Yeah, you get the expansion pack, but we're just talking about, I want just a solo N64, so let's see how cheap we can go on the board. You see what I'm saying? And sure, the cheaper you go, the harder things there are going to be. But let's see, about $45 to $120 is the prices we're looking for. And you can see $109, $86. Of course, these are bids, but here's one for buy now for about $76. There's one for $76, and you can see Mario copies are starting to go for $72 and stuff like that. You're getting up in prices, but we're in a bit of a hike of a retro gaming scene anyway. So prices are starting to skyrocket. $113 right here for these are bids. Of course, you can always look at bids. I recommend bids or yard sales, so you could say, well, SEGASLAYER, these prices are kind of similar. But even though, look at this, I mean, this one comes with a third-party controller, which you could call that whatever you want to call it, but even then, you can buy this now for $80 with only $14 shipping. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. This is just a standard N64 with all the cords and stuff is going to run you about $80, right? Which is a good deal. I'd say get that right there. But going back here, a standard one is going to run you around $200. Like I said, this is where you got to hold these guys accountable. This isn't some special bundle. This isn't some great thing. And it looks like it comes with a third-party controller. This is not some almighty, magical N64 with a game or whatever. It's going to run you almost $200 for a normal N64, right? See, discounted. For a normal N64, it's going to run you $184. For one of the packs, it's going to run you $209. Here's one right here. For the fan favorite pack is the one everyone's going to want. The 2-player pack with an extra controller, they're going to run you $209. But for the freaking fan favorite N64 Mario Zelda pack, they want $319, dude. And then you start seeing, okay, well, here, let's go back up and see one of the bundles. And then then you start seeing where the scams are coming in, right? You're starting to see it, right? Here's a bundle right here. Even though it is a bid, you still get an official controller with a game. You get a game, okay? Here's one right here. It's a bid again, so prices can get up, but still, it is a bid, and this is what they listed it as. You're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games, a special edition N64 with the real controller and all the cords for, we're going off the base price here, $113 if someone was to get it for that price. You see what I'm saying? Are you starting to see the problem here now, okay? And like I said, for the retro people, this isn't going to be old news. Here's one right here, 105, even though it is a bid, 105, 2 controllers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games. Like, dude, you're starting to understand. Here's one right here, 142. I'm guessing is the price. This is a buy now, so I'm guessing the price is you get those 4 controllers for $142.89 with a game. I don't know what game that is, but it's a game regardless. $86 with a bid, and 109, right? 109. You can buy this now, 109. And then we're going in here, and this isn't even including the shipping. $319 without the shipping. Shipping is probably gonna take it up to like $350. Trust me, I know. Let's look over here. A GameCube with two of the best games, to be frank. They want $399. Let's go back to eBay. All right, let's go back to eBay, and we're gonna type GameCube, and I probably messed up there. I knew it. GameCube. We're gonna type GameCube, right? And just look for GameCube. And also, I want you to keep in mind, when it comes to GameCube, the Wii is right here compatible with GameCube. That's also a good alternative. Actually, yeah, let's take this into account first. Let's look up the Wii prices, because they're gonna be even more interesting than GameCube. No, actually, no, they're not. Hold on, let's look. Let's look at this right here. Look. Keep in mind, DK oldies, and this, we're not talking, even the discounted price of that is still expensive. But let's see if we could just find, let's see on page 2 if we could just find a normal GameCube right off the bat. Or you could just look for the GameCube directly. I forgot. Let's just look for GameCube systems, and let's just see what they're talking about. A normal Indigo GameCube is going to run you $214, right? A black one's gonna run you, a normal black one is gonna, ooh, that orange spice is only $164. Oh no, I'm gonna eat my words because I want that. I really want that. So I'll be honest with you, my first ever retro console that I ever got was this right here, an Indigo GameCube, and it didn't come from this site. It actually came from this site, and we'll get back to it later on. But that's what's important about this is where I got my first ever retro thing from. But it was actually an Indigo GameCube, and I did not pay this much money. This site right here, we'll get back to it later on, but I paid, I think, from this site right here at the time, because this was years ago, but I paid like $80, and it came with Super Mario Sunshine. Okay, so I'm just saying, that orange, I really want that orange spice. Man, I might have to hit that deal. Oh, okay, look, because orange is my favorite color, but here, you can even buy consoles only. Look at this. For a console only, and we're talking about color, for a black console only, it's $109, or the normal price is $124. If we're going here to eBay, here's a GameCube right here, $90 with a controller, all the cords, and a game, and it's the black model. And if you ask me, the black model is my least favorite model. What? The black model is my least favorite model just because I prefer, my favorite model is the orange spice, of course, but then my second favorite would be the Indigo model. But it's like GameCube prices right now are beast. Look at this. For just a black GameCube by itself, if you only needed a console or something, which sometimes it is, actually I do want to mention this, sometimes it can be cheaper to just get a console instead of getting a console and a game, or getting a console and a controller. Sometimes it's cheaper to buy things separately, because I can still buy today third-party GameCube controllers for like $20. So it might benefit me more to just get this or go up and get the bundle. It doesn't really matter. But I mean, look at that. For a black GameCube only, they want $89.99. But for here, just the black GameCube, it's only $60. Are you starting to see? I hope you're starting to grasp where I think these prices are insane. And like I said, I give them credit. They are a smaller organization, so they probably need more money. But it's like you're cheating yourself if you're actually going here and buying this. You are. I'm sorry, but you're just cheating yourself. And I'm not trying to take their business. I'm not saying, but you guys are just asking insane prices for things that don't need to be this insane. And in fact, I believe you're scaring more people off from retro consoles than actually attracting them to retro consoles. Look at this. For a platinum GameCube with Super Mario Sunshine, calling it the Mario Pack, and you only get Mario Sunshine. You don't get anything else. And also, let's not even talk about memory cards, because you're not getting a memory card with any of these packs, with these so-called packs. You're not getting a memory card. So don't think you're getting a memory card, because you're not getting that either. But still, $249, $209 is what it's on sale for, but it's usually $249 as they say, okay? I got my GameCube from this side over here, and we'll get back to it, like I said, because things are different. But I got my GameCube from this side over here for only $80 with Super Mario Sunshine at the time I got it. That is crazy. And it came with a controller. It didn't come with a memory card, but I went out and got a third-party memory card for literally $5, and it still works to this day. And I also do have an official memory card now that I also got for like $20. So, I'm still doing good. I have 2 memory cards, but it's like, dude, that GameCube, I still have it, still works perfectly, and still use it from time to time. But it's like, dude, look. $249. The Orange Spice, $164. Back over here on eBay for an Orange Spice, $112. Look at these prices. Look at these prices. This one comes with a freaking box, although it is a bid. Still comes with a box. Look, $103. And again, we're not talking about Wii alternatives, because Wii alternatives, if you want to play GameCube fully, and you just want a GameCube, you don't care about, playing on the official system. Now, I always wanted a GameCube. That was probably one of the most systems I've ever wanted, because I wanted to play all the Sega games on there, and also, I'm not even going to lie, back in the day, I wanted to try Super Mario Sunshine, because I was always curious about it, and that's how much I spent on that sucker right there. But, like, even this right here, you can get a Wii for that same price with the sensor bar. I don't see a controller, but you're getting a sensor bar and everything. Full GameCube compatibility. So, what's the difference here? Okay? Even with the games, this is a total scam. You get 2 controllers and Smash Bros. And Mario Kart. What some people might say, oh, that's good, and it is probably a good deal. But when you consider it's $400, then you start to realize, oh, wait a second, I can get all these things for cheaper. Even $374 is too much. You can probably get all of these things right here for a little over $200, okay? And they want to charge you $400 for it. That's an extra. Where's that extra $200 coming from? I guarantee you, I can probably get this whole bundle right here for a little bit under $200. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we're going to get off the site in a little bit, but I want to say we're going to take a look at some Sega stuff in a second, but just let's take a look at the Wii's really quickly. Let's just take a look at the Wii stuff really quickly, okay? Now, I have a Wii. I have a real Wii, and I got that Wii from here, and this is another scam site, and we'll get into it a little bit later on, but I got the Wii from there, and I only paid $90 with it, was $95 for it. Now, granted, it was right after Christmas, so it might have been a sale or whatever, but I got this game right here. I got, let's see, I got the Mario Galaxy, I got Wii Sports, and I got also, it's not here, but I also got New Super Mario Bros. Wii with that Wii, and then I also brought Sonic Colors for another $10, so I still ended up getting a better deal. So $95, so let's see, I got that all, and I got the controller, I got the cords and all that for $95, plus those 3 games for $95, plus the extra $10 for Sonic Colors. That was $105. For a standard Wii alone without any games, $154.99. And that's not even accounting for these eBay prices. And that was from Gamestop. I can probably even do better than Gamestop, to be honest with you. I got that from Gamestop, and that wasn't even that long ago. I got that Wii in 2017. I used to have a black Wii, but I wanted a white Wii because I wanted the GameCube support. And I got that Wii in 2017. I didn't need the GameCube support, but I figured, okay, I'll just keep the Wii hooked up instead of always changing to hook up the GameCube, but I still hook up the GameCube from time to time. But if we're just searching a normal Wii right here, look at the prices. Wii's are going dirt cheap. Even dirtier cheap if you want a black Wii. And yes, there are black Wii's with the GameCube support, but they're kind of rare, to be honest with you. But look, Look at the prices. This one right here, with all these good games, for 104, or depending, you know. Here's a bundle right here. Here's a bundle right here. Look at this bundle, man. Look at this bundle. Sonic and the Secret Rings. Sure, some of these games are shovelware and Sonic, but Sonic and the Secret Rings is, while it is a garbage game, it is still, I would think, a good bundle, a good game. Not a good game. It's not a good game, but it is a worthwhile bundle, I'd say. And you're getting that for $54.99. 2 controllers, 2 nunchucks. On here, for a 2 controller, 2 nunchuck Wii, where was it? I want to see. Let's just look for Wii systems really quickly, right? So if we're just looking for a system with a 2, where's the one? Oh, dude, don't even get into the special systems. Oh, there's the Wii Mini for $79. That is a scam. When you can get an actual Wii Super Smash Bros. Skin bundle player, I've never seen that. That's really nice, and they want $109. That's taken from Smash Ultimate. Oh no, that's Smash 4, so that is a newer pick. That's a newer one. That's a cool design. I guess they made themselves. But like, look, dude. Is that a new Wii complete with Wii box? $329. Here's one right here. You get two, you know, sports bundle, $274, or the actual price is $319. Are you seeing this, right? You're seeing this. You seeing the bundles over here, and you're seeing the good deals over here that you're getting. I mean, just look. Look at the deals you're getting here, man. Wii's are dirt cheap. Look at this. You're getting all these games. New Wii console bundle with 19 games. I see 2 controllers, a nunchuck, accessories, 19 games. Who cares if they're shovelware? That is a huge collection to start out with right off the bat, man. 19, and you only have to pay $11.75 shipping, dude. Don't even get into the shipping the shipping over here, man. The shipping. Just wait till you get into the shipping. Let's just click one of these. Let's add it to our cart. Oh, free shipping available. So okay, maybe there is free shipping on some items, but I guarantee you not all items. But just look at that. You're getting 2 games and 2 controllers for $274, while you're getting 19 games, what looks to be 2 controllers. Oh, maybe that is 2 nunchucks, 19 games, the sensor bar, the cords. I don't know what that little blue thing is, but all of that for $102.22. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. And you might say, well, Sega Slayer, maybe if you're going with these guys, you're getting quality. Half the time you don't get quality. Sure, you get quality sometimes, but you know, what are they offering that's so special here that I can't get over here for so much cheaper? This is what I'm saying. It's companies like this, it's things like this that scare consumers from retro gaming. Look, let's see what you get. You get white Wii console, GameCube compatible, AV cords, power brick, sensor bar, 2 white compatible Wiimotes with Motion Plus capabilities, 2 white nunchucks, 2 silicone skins, Wii Sports game disc, Wii Sports Resort, system tray holder when available. Look. What are you gonna do with all that? You don't. Okay, right now I can see them taking a little bit even more off this price. You say $45. They can take more off this price. Okay, get rid of the silicone skins. You don't need those. Okay, you don't need those. Keep the nunchucks. Is Wii Motion Plus all that important? Like not even that many games use it, and it's not that important in the first place, right? So I'd say get rid of those, but hey, to each their own. But even then, this one right here, this is 19 games with GameCube compatibility support. It has full GameCube support for $102. And I'm gonna get off the topic of DK Oldies because I've been on them for a while, but I just want people to see this and understand before you buy from a site. Before you buy from this type of site, buy from this type of site. Okay? And some of you might be saying, well, Sega Slayer, you know, maybe with this site you're more sure to get what you ordered. And sure, you can say that, and you'll probably get a better packaging experience too. In some cases, because not all cases will you get a good pack. Because I've heard things about this site here. I've heard things about this site. I was gonna buy my first ever GameCube from this site before I found this one. So I've heard things about this one, and I've heard horror stories about it. Okay, I've heard horror stories. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've heard horror stories, and I'm not trying to be mean. Like I said, I know these guys are from what I used to see of them on YouTube, they had a small startup operation. You know, maybe they're a little bit bigger now, but just to see, even the site has been a little bit revamped. But DK Oldies is a very shady site in what they do with prices. And I've heard packaging from here hasn't even been that good. I mean, sure, it has good reviews, but who's not to say they're not giving them to themselves? Which I'm not going to say they are doing that. I'm just saying, personally, like, dude. And sure, and you might also say, hey, you get a 120-day warranty. Okay, that's cool, but it's not a lot. And you sure you get a better warranty than you get here? But still, 19 games. You're going to tell me you're charging me almost $400 or $320 for a warranty? You know, sure, you get all this unnecessary, but this is just unnecessary stuff that I don't believe adds up to a total of $320 is what is the normal price. It's just hard to believe. It's hard to believe, and it's actually just kind of sad. Before we leave, we obviously have to look at the main attraction here, Sega. Second, I'm not going to take this long on each website. I will let you know that. I'm not going to take this long because as I took for this site. But this one is one of the bigger offenders, and so is this one. You know, GameStop and this one are not going to take as long as these other sites, but still. I mean, sure, look at this. A Sonic the Hedgehog, $14.99. Let's go. Hold on, no, we'll look at consoles first. Let's just look at what I already know is going to be the beast here. I already know this is going to be the beast. I'm not even waiting. Boosh, $319. But they don't even have the. How do you? Okay, so look, another proof of you know what I was saying about them being a bit of a scam. How do you have a Saturn 1 player pack, but you don't have a console only? Can't you just take out the controller and give me the console only? Maybe because I want to save a little bit of money? No, you can't do that. Why can't you do that? Because you want to sell me this for $320. Now, I'm gonna let them have Saturn. I am gonna let them have Saturn. We're gonna look, but I am probably just gonna be fair with Saturn and say, you know, prices are gonna be pretty much the same everywhere you go, because, you know, Sega Saturn is a very not a niche console, but it is. I mean, even here, these are your Japanese import consoles here. But if you don't mind Japanese imports, I mean, lots of them are still cheap. You know, you can get a Japanese Saturn pretty cheap. $79.99 free shipping from Japan right now. You know, an American console might be more money, but even then, still, you know, I expected this from Saturn, but even then, dude, just get a Japanese console. Japanese consoles are, I think the Saturn is region locked. I think I remember it being region locked, but there's so many easy ways to get around that nowadays that it doesn't even matter. From the simple disc swap trick, if you're not willing to do that, there's other ways you can do it now, and it's extremely easy. You can buy, you know, an action replay, which might not be that much money, but still, you know, it's kind of just dumb. And is this an American system? Now, to be fair, they do give you the Model 1 controller, which I love. I hate the Model 2 controller. I love the Model. Oh no, dude, no. Includes Sega Saturn console, original controller, AV cables, all products, good, okay, blah, blah, blah. Product detail, is this the American console? Oh, yes, it is. It is an American system, warranty information, blah, blah, blah. Now, Saturns are hard to get, so I'll be fair to them, and they do have reviews. It's great. I've never, ever owned a Saturn, so this is a new experience for me. The challenge is getting games for it. Yeah, that is a challenge. The system works great, and the controller works perfect, and the whole package was on sale. So, you see that? On sale. You see that? Someone paid $274.99 for this. I don't know if this it's just crazy. Okay, it's crazy. But I'll give them a pass on the Saturn, just a tiny pass, because I know that the Saturn is an expensive system anyway. But let's move on to Genesis, where I'm not going to give them a pass. And you know why I'm not going to give them a pass? So here's a Model 1 Sega Genesis, and they have two different Model 1 Sega Genesis, I'm almost sure. I don't know if they do, but let's see. Here's one right here, just the Sega Genesis player pack, and it is a Model 1 Genesis with this high definition graphics, I hope, because here's the thing, here's a scam that some people have. I hate this because, and this might not be their fault intentionally, but it is still a scam, and the fact that the Sega Genesis has two Model 1s, a Model 1 with high definition graphics, and then a Model 1 without the high definition graphics, and the Model 2 and things like that. But every model that isn't the high definition graphics model is always inferior. If you're gonna buy a Genesis, get the high definition Genesis. You cannot go wrong. A Model 2 or the Model 1 without the high definition is fine, but on the high definition you're getting better sounds. From what I hear, even better frame rates and everything else. Everything just runs best on this. Even accessories like the 32X and Sega CD work the best on the high definition model. You know, it's the model I want personally, and they want 104 for it. Let's just go to eBay here. Let's just go to eBay and let's just look, and we're gonna be looking for a Model 1. So we're gonna go Sega Genesis right here, and we're gonna let's add, because you have to add this. I'm gonna add this because this is the picture they're using, high definition graphics right here. $70 for the console only, $89 for the console with the controller and cords, $55. You know, 2 games, $79. You know, here's 2 models right here with high definition for, you know, $59. Oh wait, is this a high definition non-TMS? Okay, so yeah, and there are 2 different designs for them, but you know, I prefer the original $89 Sega Saturn high definition graphics, the original model that just looks the best. This one is a little faded, but $64, $119. So you know, pretty prices are pretty much similar until you realize this is actually $134 and it's just supposedly on sale. You know, things get a little better when you get to the Model 2, but then not really, because look at this right here, right? I want you to see this. So we're going back really quickly from this version of the Genesis. That is the high definition. That's what they're advertising. But I want you to keep in mind, even this right here might be a scam. You might order this and think you're getting the high definition, and then you might not get the high definition. They don't really distinguish which version you're gonna get, and it's pretty much hard to choose. Now, Sega Genesis Model 2 is going for about $70, which is cool, okay? You could say, okay, well, SEGASLAYER, that's a lot cheaper. Just get a Model 2 instead of a Model 1. Well, okay, let's just check that out here then. Let's check that out really quick, and I did not mean to open that up. Let's just close that out. Let's check that out really quickly, okay? Really quickly. Let's go to, let's see if they have, there's the Model 1. We'll just change the 1 to a 2 because that's easy. Most people want a Model 1 though. So let's just look up a Model 2, and boom, you realize here's 2 controllers, cords, 58, and there's 6 button controllers. You're only getting a 3 button controller on here for 70. That's a Model 1 for 59 with 3 controllers, dude. Now you would need a multi-tap. I don't know why you get 3 controllers, because you need a multi-tap, but still, 2 controllers, Sonic. So Sonic the Hedgehog, Spider-Man, and Sonic Spinball, $69.70. So that's the price of a Model 2. Okay, a Model 2 can be had for even cheaper than what you see here. You can get yourself a, you know, there are a lot of 40s and 50s here, but you can get a Model 2 for even cheaper than that if you're really looking. So this is just from 45 to 120. Let's just remove that really quickly. Let's remove that, and let's go for under 45. And boom, 42. This is not really 13, that's just bids. 39, 38, 44, 10, 50, but that's with bids. 39, 35, 39, 40, 42, 45, 10, although that one's a little bit dirty and it is bids, but still, you know, some systems like this you can just get and clean up as long as you make sure they're working and you read the description. If you're gonna buy a system that's a little bit, you know, dirty and you just want to clean it up, because you can, it's very easy. I'd read the description, take pictures and proof of receipts, just in case you have to do an eBay dispute, which some people might say, well, I don't want to deal with that, I can just do that here. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to buy this particular console. I'm just saying, if you do, you know, just be cautious about how you go about buying it. But even then, 37, 36. The point is, a Model 2 can be had for extremely cheap if you know where you're looking. Even on somewhere like eBay, it can be had for an extremely cheap price. So, you know, take that into account. Sonic 2 here, $6.99, which Sonic 1 costs more, which is a complete lie. I was just explaining this in the Sonic Classics video, but you can get a copy of Sonic 1 for $1. You can get a copy of Sonic 2 for $2. You know what I'm saying? You can get Sonic 1 and 2 pretty freaking cheap, essentially is what I'm saying. And you notice Sonic 3 as a whole, and I'm saying as a whole, both will run you, Sonic and Knuckles and Sonic 3, run you Sonic $24.99, so, you know, that can be had for about $14. Earthworm Jim is running you about $39.99, which is really, wait, are they on sale? No, they're not on sale, but like, you want me to believe that Earthworm Jim is worth $43, yet Sonic 3 is only worth $24.99? Really? Really? You know what I'm saying? And these are the Dreamcast games. These are not. Here's one in the box. I got this game. I got Sonic. I was explaining in Sonic Classics video, but I got a complete Sonic the Hedgehog 2 game with the case and everything for literally $22.99. Street Fighter's only is $14.99. That's expensive. Spinball $4.99. That's expensive. NHL 95 expensive because you can get these two games right here for even cheaper than that. You know, you want $11.99 for Altered Beast, really? But, you know, let's just hop into the Master System. I know the Master System is going to be another expensive one. I know it is, if they even have any consoles. I'm seeing a lot of games, and most of it tends to be out of stock. I told you, the Master System is a bit of a trickier system when it comes to, especially if you want North American things, because, you know, with it not selling that well over here and basically not really selling at all, you know, lots of these games are getting harder to find. Systems are getting harder to buy. Out of stock. You see what I'm saying? So I'll give them a pass on Master System, which you can probably find the Master System just fine on eBay. Let's hop into, let's hop onto the Game Gear really quickly. Game Gear games are pretty cheap, but you know, some of them are anyway. Then you got others like Land of Illusion, some of the best ones for $24, but you could probably get them cheaper. And let's see, do they have any Game Gears themselves? Game Gears are tricky. Out of stock, I knew it. Game Gears are pretty tricky because, so with Game Gears, the capacitors are starting to blow in them because they're starting to get so old. So if you get a Game Gear and it works, replace the capacitor or get someone to replace that for you, or buy one, or look for one that already has had the capacitors replaced, because those capacitors are starting to go. Here's a blue one out of stock. Game Gears are starting to get pretty rare too. That's why you know, Sega released a new model. I want to see if they actually have the Coca-Cola or Hello Kitty model of Game Gear on here. I highly doubt they do, but those are pretty, because those are extremely rare models, and you know, no one's going to be able to get them. But okay, I don't see any, but mostly all the Game Gear stuff is out of stock as well. So, you know, even Sonic 1 for Game Gear is out of stock. So, you know, Echo is out of stock for Game Gear. Dude, Double Dragon out of stock. Game Gear stuff is getting pretty rare too, so I'd say hop on that pretty quickly. We're not going to take a look at 32X. This video is getting too long, and I haven't even looked at the other sites yet. And let's see, you know, 32X, the system is going to run you about $199. That is a scam. That's a huge scam, considering you can get one for $34 on eBay, but we're not going to look that up because it's getting too long. A Dreamcast, they're talking about they want freaking, here's one with a third-party controller. I always thought that third-party controller was pretty weird shaped. Here's one for $199, and here's one for $249. Let's just hurry up on eBay and check really quickly. We got to move on to these other sites quick, and we're going to go brief over them because you can get most of the stuff from what I've been talking about from here. But Dreamcast, I don't want this to be too long, but if you're just looking for like a Dreamcast system, you see 44, this is a launch edition white console bundle with game and controller for, you know, 44. Here's one for 40, 41. Oh no, these are under 40, that's why. Let me just get rid of that really quickly. There we go. You're seeing a Dreamcast go for $199, but it has two controllers, and this one that's worth $249 does not have two controllers, it only has one. Here's one for 53 bids, $119, 75 to $119, $129, $109, $69, $199. Are you seeing the upcharge? I mean, just look, $249, actually $289. It's not that far for the Dreamcast, but still expensive. But that does it for DK Oldies. Now we're gonna move on because this video has already been going on for a total of 46 minutes. Okay, 46 minutes. That's pretty long. I highly doubt, you know, people are gonna be sitting here getting educated for that long. But let's just take a look at GameStop really quickly. GameStop isn't as bad as other places are, but if we just search a Wii, for example, you can see, like I said, although they're pretty sold out, GameStop, to their defense, is kind of sold out of a lot of stuff as of now because of, you know, certain world events that recently have still been going on or starting to rise back up or whatever. But you can see $89.99. Now I got a good one. I brought my Wii. I got a good bundle from here for cheap, but you can see they're all out of stock. GameStop is running, they're trying to compete in the retro market, but they're running out of stock if you ask me. Let's just go for a Sega and just see what comes up. Consoles and hardware, we'll go for. We want consoles and hardware. and we'll go for, let's just find, no, I want it, Sega. Okay, hold on, let's just go back to the retro games we were on. They had a whole Sega section, I'm pretty sure. Here we go, retro Sega. If we just go here, you can see, you know, the Sega stuff is not that bad. Sonic 3 is 1999. You're starting to see now. You know, Sonic 1 is only $4.99, although it's sold out. They're a little bit better, and I'd say, hey, with GameStop, you get a little bit of crappier quality, to be honest with you, and they're sold out of almost everything anyway, so I don't, you know, retro gaming stuff has been hard to acquire as of late, but unless you're on eBay, but still, you know, there's so you can get some pretty cheap games, $1.99, you know, some pretty cheaper stuff on here, but you run into the problem of most things being out of stock at the moment because of, again, world events and just retro stuff starting to get rarer and rarer anyway. But let's just hop out of there. So we're gonna move on to what is probably the next bigger site. And what is interesting about this site and this site, as I was talking about earlier, is these sites right here used to look extremely similar. Like, I at one point believed they were sister sites, and I still wouldn't rule that out today, but I've seen reviews about both of these guys right here. Although I'd pay, okay, let's get this one out of the way quick. JD Games is a weird one because they do the price upcharge thing too, as well as everyone else. Like, let's just look, they focus a lot on more on Nintendo, but look, oh well, Cubic Ninja is gonna run you $14, although it should run you more if you ask me, because of the fact that, you know, it used to be used to hack the 3DS and not anymore, so no one really wants it again. But, you know, some of these games are gonna run you pretty expensive prices, but you can get them some cheaper. Like, look, $57 for Kid Icarus, really? You can still buy most of these games digital for their original price on the eShop. Pokemon games, of course, they're going to be expensive, but you can still buy some of these games used at GameStop for cheaper, and these are all used. You see what I'm saying? So some of these are just a bit exaggerated, if you ask me, and they do tend to have, although you get quality with them, you really do get quality with them. I'll give them that right now. Buying from JJ Games, as this was the first place I actually got my GameCube, I got quality. They came with quality. The packaging was quality. You know, everything about it was just a quality experience, and I totally recommend it. Again, it was quality and it was worth your time, but other than that, their prices are kind of expensive as well, so, you know, just beware, buyers beware, I guess you could say, if you want to. But yeah, you get quality with them, and they have reviews online you can check out, and, you know, those reviews really restored my faith in them, because they were my first ever retro site, and although it did take them a while to send me my order, they are all the way, I think they're located on, like, all the way on the other side of the US from where I am, so, you know, it took them a while to send it here, but it got here and whatever. But that was a long time ago, and I don't know prices now, and the site seems to be a little glitched at the moment. I don't like the way the site looks anymore. It looks almost the same, but just like a bigger focus on Nintendo more than anything, and they always did focus on Nintendo a lot, but, you know, certain things just aren't loading for some reason. But you can see certain Wii U games you can get for cheap. Wii U games in general you can still get for cheap, but like Smash 4 for $15.25, and considering I still play Smash 4 on the 3DS, and the Wii U and 3DS both still have a small community of players playing, and you will still pretty much almost instantaneously match up with somebody. It's not, and pretty much Smash Ultimate is exactly the same thing with just new characters added. I'd say, you know, go ahead and get it. It's worth it. But, you know, that's JJ Games. The last big one we're going to take a look at is Luki Games, and what makes these guys interesting is I was originally also considering them to buy from to get my GameCube, but they also engage in extremely high prices. That's only, okay, that's on sale for $16. That might not be that bad, but they also used to, from what I remember, used to engage in extremely high prices. But what also made them a scam is, if you search these guys on YouTube, you'll run into a lot of videos of people saying do not order from Luki Games. I guess it's pronounced Luki, but don't order from them. They're scams. And the reason why they're scams to a lot of people is because I saw that this was recently too. Sometimes they would send people games, right? And some people would not get their packages. Other people would get their packages, but it would be a completely different game than what they asked for. Let's just say, for example, right, Mario Kart Wii. I'm just going to use that for example because it's the first high-priced game I see. I would order Mario Kart Wii, right? But instead, I would instead New Super Mario Bros. Wii would end up showing up, and sometimes games from completely different consoles. Like, I remember this one guy, right? He ordered Call of Duty Black Ops on the Xbox 360. I remember, let's see, Xbox 360 games. Let's see one of the higher priced games. Yeah, Black Ops right here, which is only $12 now, but back then it still cost a lot of money. He ordered this, right? He ordered this, and I remember him saying and I remember him opening the package, and he was so excited because he wanted this, is what he was supposed to get. That, and he ended up getting, what was it? It was a PS2 game. It was a PS2 game. Let's see. I don't know which one it was he got, but he ended up getting something not good. It was pretty much trash. Some random PS2 game. I can't remember which one it is, but it was some random, extremely cheap PS2 game he ended up getting, and they scammed him. That's what they did. They scammed him 100%, and I don't know if they still engage in those practices, but let's just look at some of their consoles really quickly. So we're gonna look at the N64, and boom, some of the prices. Look at this, $444 for 2 controllers. That's it. $400, 264. Here's one, the $139. You know, these are special editions, but even then, oh, that orange one, man, these are nice. But even then, just looking at them, you can see their price. We're not gonna go too far into them because this video is long, but you can see the prices, man. The prices, even on the Sega side of things. Let's just look at some of their systems, and it appears they only really do Genesis. But even like, look, a Model 3 is gonna run you $79, really. Look, $139. You see. And these are systems that are not actual Sega systems. These are like mini little systems that play Sega games. And I actually do have a review. Is that a Nomad? They actually have Nomads for $144 and $189. Those are expensive. Those are expensive, but yeah, I do. I have a video coming eventually of something else, but you can see these expensive prices that are on this site. Like, dude, it's a scam. It's a scam. Let's look. Do they sell? Oh, let's see. Oh, they have Saturn. I can only imagine. I can only look at that. Look at that. 330. That was enough. I said, look at that in a New Jersey accent, like insane. Look, $333.95 is the price for that. That is crazy. That is crazy. That is a Model 2 controller, which I hate. Screw the Model 2 controller. It's all about the Model 1, and I know it's the other way around for a lot of people, but I hate the Model 2 Sega Saturn commercial. I'm a controller with a passion, but I mean, just look at this. Some games are cheap, but other ones cost you a fortune. It's crazy. Look at it. Burning Rangers, which, okay, Burning Rangers is an expensive game anyway, but somehow you guys have copies of it for $697, really? You know what I'm saying? Everyone wants the Burning Rangers because it was like, it's a really good game, but it's still expensive as freak. Like, dude, I mean, just look at this, dude. Look, Spot, man. Who's paying $40 for Spot? Goes to Hollywood. I did a review on that game and it wasn't good. The point is, the overall moral of this, the moral of the story, don't trust those retro sites. You know, if you think you've spotted a good deal on them, then go ahead and go for it, but more times than not, you're setting yourself up for disappointment when you can go places like eBay, Amazon, heck, even Gamestop sometimes, and get better deals than what you can get on somewhere like DK Oldies or Luki Games, for example. Plus, like I said, if you want to do more research into either company, you know, like I said, DK Oldies has a YouTube channel. Look them up on YouTube. Luki Games has a lot of people talking about how they used to scam people. I don't know if they still do, but we're only talking about as far as when I seen a lot of people going around saying they were scamming people was about 2017, 2018, you know, and I think also one time in 2019, but I don't know about now or with the current, you know, it was definitely more so between 2017 and 2018, but that's not that long ago in the grand scheme of things. So, you know, and they don't really get too talked about anyway, but I'm sure a lot of people do go there. So, you know, if you're gonna order from any one of these sites in this video, you know, do your research. Even on eBay and Amazon and stuff, do your research, take pictures of the description of things, the receipts. But this main video, the whole main part of this video was more so to show you that don't be intimidated to get into retro gaming. It's not scary at all. You just got to know what you're doing. Shop around, watch a few videos and tutorials on how to shop around. You know, even then, always remember, not even just online, yard sales and thrift stores are your friends when it comes to gaming, retro gaming. I'm telling you, I've got some insane deals on games inside of thrift stores and retro shops. Like I said, something like Sonic and the Secret Rings, brand new in its plastic, I got literally like 2 years ago in a thrift store for $1. Brand new plastic wrap, still around the game. $1. You know what I'm saying? $1. You know, I've gotten other really good games for cheap. Big games, you know, big games for cheap. So always remember, because lots of times people don't know the value of stuff they're throwing away. You know what I'm saying? You know, some people, you know, sometimes parents might be getting rid of some of their children's old stuff, or, you know, somebody might be getting rid of their old video game collection that they really don't care about anymore. Someone who's hopped out of gaming has, you know, decided, you know, they're done with their collection, and the people who sell this stuff, or sometimes them themselves, don't really know the value of the games they're selling, and you know, they end up, you know, going to thrift stores or things like that for free, and you end up getting a bargain on them. So always remember to check thrift stores and things like that. Same thing for eBay. You know, don't, again, I want to mention one more time, this video was not to, you know, harass DKODs, Luki Games, or JJ Games. Obviously, I'm not making a single penny off of this video, probably ever, so you don't have to worry about that point. And I'm just letting you guys know, before you go to any of these sites, do your research. Go and, you know, look on eBay, check Amazon, check wherever you gotta check, but don't fall for some of the tricks of these smaller companies, or these companies that are, you know, smaller, maybe smaller. And I do understand, like I said, I do understand the thing of being like a smaller company, but then there's just, there's having a tiny upcharge, and then there's just being blatantly inflating the price beyond like belief. Like, dude, those prices are just crazy when you look at the eBay prices. It's like, do they ever check those eBay prices? Those prices are insane, like for some of the stuff like the Wii and things like that. But this video is going on too long. If you would like a part 2 of this video going more into depth of maybe some other retro websites, maybe deals that can be found on Amazon, if you would like another guide to how to shop for retro games, let me know down in the comments below. I've been the What's Cool Second. Oh, if you're new here, if you could subscribe, that'd be really awesome. We're trying to reach 300 subscribers, and you'd be helping us out a lot. If you could share this video with your friends, it'd be really cool. We're trying to reach 300 subscribers, and you'd be helping us out a lot. Oh, wait, what? Hold on. Okay, okay, hold on. Let's get this right. If you're new here, if you can subscribe, that'd be really awesome. We're trying to reach 300 subscribers, and you'd be helping us out a lot. Make sure to share this video with your friends to become a Super Slayer. I've been the world's coolest Sega enthusiast, SEGASLAYER64, and until next time, have a good one, Slayers. And remember, watch out for these retro game sites, and be smart when it comes to shopping for retro games, because you can really get some deals.